Hi there, folks. For this rambling episode and the next few, I have some prepared comments, so please deal with the roving eyes at the beginning. But like I said, for this one and a few other episodes afterwards, my brother, my father, and I all had some really candid conversations one day, and we discussed future plans and how to modernize and succeed for increasing challenges concerning the meat market and the packing industry. Instead of random thoughts or comedic episodes, this particular segment and segments 57, 58, 59, and 60 are going to be more educational. So it may help people to see how we seek to improve our current position as 21st century U.S. cattle ranchers. And this will be kind of a look inside.
Cut out the middleman.
Well, yeah,
we went down to a stockyard to sell our calves, and we had a horrible market. Well, it wasn't even that. It was some shady shit was going on. So,
which has been 2 years in a row now, right?
Yeah. Dad confronted one of the guys, and he said, if you don't like it, you can take your business somewhere else, with a smirk on his face, because he knows he's the only business in town.
And out of town.
Yeah. So,
and young and arrogant.
The best way to do that is cut him out completely. We make more money going straight to the consumer anyway. So why would we take him to a middleman and get boned? It doesn't make sense. My 2 cents.
No, that's right. And it's, it's funny how, and I fall victim to this too, trying to do the same thing in a more efficient way instead of, okay, let's change how we do things. And I'm thinking, okay, we really can't do this because we're not set up to do it. And one of those is, that direct marketing. It's like, okay, maybe we can. So let's try this on a very small scale. And we've already got some of the feeder steers. They're sold already. Just word of mouth, say, hey, would you buy one? Or we're going to have some available.
Even with a year out?
A year out. A year out. These steers are not going to be ready until
2022.
Next fall. Yes, next fall. This time, October, November timeframe of next fall, they will be ready for butcher.
How many people?
Only a couple. It's only like 3 people. But that's what we're very conservative about what we kept. Say, okay, we're going to keep this many. We'll see if this works. If it doesn't, very well, we've got a year to get these things sold, because we do have people asking us. Here's the issue. And like I was telling Braden about this yesterday, if you have people asking you if you have a product, and for a number of years you say, no, we don't, we're not set up to do that, we don't have that, they go, okay, good to know. And they never ask again because they've been told no.
Yeah, but I think once you actually do get set up and you start getting your name out there,
yes,
people start coming back.
Well, and what you do is you reconnect with those folks.
Yeah.
Say, hey, we're doing this now. Yep. And so your mother made a couple of inquiries to some people who had inquired before, and just as a test to try it, and they within minutes, contacted her back and said, yes, we want one. We'll split one between our family and her daughter. And then minutes later writes back to her and says, no, we're not going to do that. We each want our own. So they went from having a half a beef to a full beef apiece, which is like, done, good. And so he said, okay, how do you want this? Do you want it grass fed only? These are the pros, these are the cons. And they said, no, we want them finished. We want them to be juicy and tender. And so now that's the issue. My only other worry, and I'm not too worried about it. I'm just, you want to produce a good product, right? No matter what you do. Yeah. So it's a matter of proving what we have before that. And with our own beef, we're butchering one. Fact is, we're going to go pick him up today and take him to the butcher, and then he'll slaughter tomorrow. But you want to have a proven product before you sell it, because all you have to do is have a poor product once, and you know what that does. So building that and having that and say, hey, it's the same as our horses. When we train or sell a horse and we get that good feedback back, hey, do you mind if we tell others, or have them just see what you experience? It's the same thing. It's all about word of mouth. I think is the strongest, best marketing that you can do. So if you have that good product, period. You got to anyway. You can't skimp on that.
When there's interest out there too. A lot of interest comes from the more granola, snowflake, hippie types, where they're looking for the specific non-GMO, grass-fed, free range, whatever the hell they want. And then I've even had guys on the fire crew ask if we sell beef, like whole beef for slaughter.
Okay.
So it's a good thing. You've got a market. Most people have an idea and they have a product, and then they need to market it. It's like, oh God, now how do we sell this stuff? Right now, in the initial phase, we've kind of got the opposite thing where we've got a demand for and have had a demand. We just haven't had the product. And now we're starting to have the product saying, okay, we're going to change the way we do. It's like Bray said, hey, you know what? We can satisfy people who want what we want, and they can get it at a reduced price than they can over the counter of a grocery store where that packer's taking it
by a lot.
And they get an entire animal that's no hormones, no antibiotics, grass-fed. It's been out there. It's low stress. It's drinking fresh running spring water right out of the ground, not even a trough type. I mean, everything is as good as you could get for like a wild population of deer or elk. And then if you want that, that's great. You take it in and you get that very, very lean meat if that's what you desire. The taste is different, of course, but those are some of the pros and cons we talk about.